No bread, just turkey. Alright, welcome back everyone. It's been a long time, almost a full month. I blame every single one of these individuals that have joined me today except for myself and Blind.
Sounds like some self-gratification.
Oh no,
Yeah.
we were ready every week.
You can't
Hey.
blame Caleb, though.
No, Phoenix Lich got sick 1 week, so he's accepted.
Sick
no,
enough to pass out during the day.
Yeah, during the day. So him, we calling it that one Sunday made sense, but the other
the dude
two
passed out at like 6.
Yeah, the other two, aka Phoenix Patriot, knowing that we do this every Sunday, scheduling things on Sunday at the time we do it, is not exempt from
Like
this.
an absolute fool.
Big fool.
And someone
not
has to go to school. But anywho, we're happy to be back. We're gonna get going.
Someone has to get an education.
Like,
It has to test.
Education.
like how dare they?
So for reference, Charlatan is actually here, just
But not.
and is cramming some school shit in at the last minute. So we're just not holding out the stream for a bit. So
Yeah.
cameras off for now, but rest assured,
He will
whatever
resurrect
this
from the grave.
whatever this charlatan's true name is, will be joining us
Eyes.
soon.
Have we not said charlatan's name?
No, we have, but I was referencing that he's a changeling and
Oh, that's fine.
has like 6 names, and God only knows if any of those are his real name.
Yeah.
I'll grace your beautiful eyes with my beautiful face momentarily.
Oh shoot!
Oh. See?
Momentarily, he said.
Momentarily.
Momentarily.
T minus 120 seconds.
That makes me a little. Don't worry about it. You know what, chat? Don't worry about it. It doesn't make me nothing.
All right. So I'm gonna let Phoenix Lich tell you what happened last time. It's been over like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Here's going to be the skinny, guys, all right? All of these dirty little hooligans found out that the city is going to be under attack. And they had a meeting. Like, the leaders of the city had a meeting. And then once the party was informed that the city is going to be under attack, one of them quoted the famous lines, "Fuck the city."
No, it
Just
was
fuck the community.
fuck the community.
Yeah. One of them had quoted his famous lines, "Fuck the community." And then was hoodwinked into being a part of the death crew on one
The
of the ships.
community.
So, yeah.
Still
While everybody else is, I believe 2 of the other ones were, he came back in just to laugh at you.
What a jerk.
And then these 2, I believe I'm pointing at the right ones. I could not be.
No,
not in my
definitely
opinion.
not for the stream. No,
I don't
they're
know who you're
this
trying to
way.
point to.
They're this
Are you
way.
trying to point to me and
The red people.
Yeah,
you
they're-
just point left.
Yeah, they're literally this way. Wyatt still ends up in his same corner no matter what. Like when people's cameras aren't on, he's still in his corner.
This is the beach corner.
It's the beach corner.
That's fair. But anyways, they're going to be on their ship. If anyone took notes on the name of that ship.
Scrack knows fucking anything.
Hang on.
It wasn't my ship. I wasn't gonna be on that
Somebody totally has their character
Do you
sheet
know
up
what
and
ship
ready
you're going to be
go.
on?
the death ship.
Do you remember the name?
No, I just don't want to be on it. I'd call it the death ship. That is literally what it is. Skeleton Man cruise ship. Enzo doesn't know names.
Here you go. Caleb, just mouth, and we'll edit it in post.
That's
Yeah.
not mouthing
Soundbar is
words.
on ship.
Squaw. Squaw, squaw, squaw. Rhubarb.
I'm not gonna go edit that in. They're gonna see you just.
You have
What are you
to.
talking about? What are you talking about? We don't live stream this. What do you mean?
I'm pretty sure it was the
Yeah, it's
Firehawk.
pre-recorded.
That doesn't
It's
sound
scripted,
right.
dog.
One of them's the Kraken.
Yeah, it's the Kraken.
Yeah, I think ours was the Kraken.
No.
Sounds right.
That's,
No?
that's Sapphire Shark.
Sapphires.
Hmm.
Was y'all's? I don't think I
We're
would
the
have called it.
sailors.
The Phoenix?
Ah.
No, I don't think I would have called it the Phoenix.
Caleb,
Sure.
how about next time when you
The
prep?
Slim Thickums.
You should have just watched last week's episode.
That would have been
Hey.
a good idea.
You know, there's other people besides me
Yeah.
that could have done that and refreshed their effing memory. Or y'all could have just taken notes on the things that y'all are going to be a part of.
You know,
Hey man,
does
I only take
Enzo
notes with the thing Scrat cares about.
remember names? No.
You know,
Scrat takes notes on names. Well,
Yeah.
I take notes for Scrat. on
F you,
names.
Jeffrey. You have the most NPCs,
I have them down.
and you deny me.
I have them written down.
Do you?
Yeah.
What's the name of your captain?
Of my captain? My captain, oh my captain. Are we talking about like the person I like?
The person that you work out with.
Jeffrey, do you really
Oh.
know if either of those answers?
The lieutenant is his name is Jeremy, but he goes by Stonefist.
All right.
Fair enough.
He had a normal, basic human name.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
I mean, he's just
Also, the name that you use the most in a different game.
Jeremy.
There was like 4 Jeremys.
no.
So how about you don't yell at me, Caleb? I've actually written down the names of my NPC, just not the death boat I'm going to be a part of.
Just to confirm, we have an Elizabeth, right? In someone's backstory.
I think so. Yeah.
Not
Okay.
mine.
Yikes. We're gonna need a significant NPC named Elizabeth. Stat.
Immediately. All right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got this.
All right, so what were we doing? I guess we went to bed.
Yeah, you went to bed after you found out that you were going to be on.
Oh, I hung out with Shadow Dog.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. You did.
Like you had a fun time.
No, we just hung out and talked.
I don't think it was a fun time.
Because apparently I can't talk to people.
You can't talk to people that you actually want to care about.
Yeah. Of my my captain though, like I can talk to her. Like I got a 19 like basic roll plus my modifiers when talking to her. It's like, "Oh wow, I can talk my ass off to you." But anyone else? Apparently not. Stonefist doesn't like me either cuz I'm a drunken hazard.
I mean, that's also just the entirety of the Redhawks.
Yeah, maybe I joined the wrong group. I should have joined the group with a bunch of drunks.
Strange.
You see the fucking like Redhawk ship going into battle, and it's just like dripping with ale from being spilled over the sides.
I'm just like on this boat, man, with skeleton. Like,
I think I joined the wrong group.
I think I joined the wrong group.
It's just some dude pouring like ale into a cannon.
Right, so I guess I wake up. Oh yeah, and I woke up in an alley. I remember that.
Caleb,
Yep.
does anybody retire from the Blackhounds?
When you die.
There
Switch teams?
like you can. It's just weird too.
Let's pause and switch teams.
I imagine the Blackhounds would like John Wick it and make it really difficult. It's like, yeah, you can leave. You have to do this really insane thing for us.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so let's get this ball on the show on the road.
All right.
I also have to ask, is there actually a dragon off the coast to the northeast?
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Everybody asked that. It's map art.
It is.
Like I mean, I don't know about. I mean, I don't know the answer. I'm not saying I do. I just every time I
Maybe
make
that
a
is
map,
Orochi.
every time I make a map and then I put like art in it, you're like, is that really there? No, dumbass.
I mean, also
You're really
the answer
heated
could
about
just the answer probably is A, the whoever made the map took liberties with the map making, or B, someone saw a dragon there once at some point, and therefore it's there on the map. That doesn't mean it's their lair. That doesn't mean that they hang out there. That doesn't mean the dragon's alive. But I like to put dragons where they are on the map. So
All right. Well,
Just don't worry about
like if we go to that fort on the far west and we don't run into a sea serpent, I'm gonna riot.
let's.
Plus, that'd be the
try-
best move ever for Scrack, the super fast barbarian swimmer, to fucking go and like chokehold the sea serpent. Be the best.
it. So, y'all basically still have like
2 weeks.
could be 4 days, could be a week and a half of like whatever you want to do to prep before an open sea battle.
How much gold I got?
I
don't think it's a lot.
Oh no, I
Let's
actually have
see
a
what's
lot
on
of
my-
gold.
Damn.
I'm rich, dude. I'm rolling in that money.
Let me see what I got.
Cause I bought.
Wars
How
like
much gold Scrack has?
-5.
Cause
I paid my debts.
my
No,
debt,
no, no, I know.
my debt was 100 gold, and I instantly paid that.
Crack will.
I'm either dumb or I didn't write it down. But I don't think I have like an adventurer's pack. Or I don't
You
remember
have Explorer's pack, Dungeoneer's pack.
if we,
They're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
seriously put Talbar's ass on a boat.
But I think what I want to do is I want to go buy some
He,
rope with
he
a
can't
with
swim.
No, he can't swim.
Well,
Tabar cannot swim.
that's why dwarves are such good sailors. It's because they had to have really fucking good boats so that they could trust them.
I have an
to perhaps
insane
swim.
fear of the water.
Yeah, it's like we will sail, and we will make sure these boats are fucking indestructible.
We sail out of spite.
I mean, straight up, yeah. No, straight up.
But anyways, I think I do want to go buy a rope with a little like clunkety thingy.
A grappling hook.
A rope and tackle.
Yeah.
I want a rope with a little clunkety clunk. Not even. I want a rope with a claw on it. A clunkety clunk.
Well, no, a rope and tackle is the fishing thing.
I live in sound effects. Clunkety clunk.
Okay, well, what do you want? A rope and tackle or a grappling hook?
Functionally,
block and
to
tackle
you,
is
what's the
yeah.
difference?
One's for fishing, one's to climb things.
Oh, well, basically, what I want is something so that way I can. I'm sure the boats and the ship or the ship's crew will have them on their own, but like I want something personal that I can throw to another ship and like get across.
He wants to be
grappling.
able to board.
No grappling hook.
Yeah.
A block and tackle was different. It's a system of pulleys.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
A grapple hook.
I just trusted you whenever you said fishing. I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, tackle is a thing in fishing, but not at all what I was thinking of.
So how much be this?
Grappling
Where
hooks are
I be
cheap as
buying
fuck.
it?
They're cheap as fuck. Any general store will have a grappling hook.
Cool.
What alley did I wake up in again?
You didn't.
I didn't this time.
Nope.
What I have found is 2 gold,
Too cool.
which makes sense, just for the amount of iron that you have to use for it.
Iron.
Yeah, 2 gold. All right, yeah. Give me 2 gold.
Done.
Thank you. Russ.
Grapple hook.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Thank you, sir. It'll get better. I gotta warm it up.
Give him the claw.
Actually, but I also did want to maybe not do that. Never mind, we're good. That's kind of all I wanted.
All right.
That could just make you one, probably. I don't know.
Too late now. I bought it.
All right. I'm
It would just be made of bone.
I'm gonna roll this.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the number, something might happen.
For prepping purposes, Scrack will go hunting to secure rations, as well as using the carcasses to craft like shields and weapons and stuff.
Cool. Roll me a d20 survival.
Survival.
Just to simplify hunting.
So when you said you're gonna,
Yeah, survival makes plenty of sense.
you're rolling that d6 to see what happens. You mean like with the whole situation going on in town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but you woke up chained to your bed.
What?
Like a certain kit was used to keep you in your bed.
I don't even remember going to bed in a bed.
Yeah.
So that's a natural 20 for a total of 24.
Here it is. Do you want one large game or some medium game?
Oh, we'll do one large because that sounds fancy.
All right. You find a swamp drake,
That sounds pretty fancy.
and you fucking like. It's like weird because like it's basically just a crocodile. If a crocodile could gallop at you.
Oh, it's like that one Photoshop. Oh, that's fun. That's fun, but big.
Yes.
I mean, not the crocodiles aren't big, but like big.
Yeah. Yeah. Crocodiles are big. They're just flat.
Tell me why I want Scrack to tame this beast, and he rides upon this.
Well, he fucking murders it. And
Yeah, I just fucking like it's an ambush predator. I'm a better ambush predator. Fucking leap out from behind a tree in the swamp and just cleans his skull in half. All right, this is mine.
Yeah.
Just imagine that.
But it's a sizable creature coming in about 3/4 a ton.
Run a math real quick.
1,500 pounds, roughly.
Whew.
Not that.
Oh. But, all right. So, the next day.
Just you're chained to your bed. It's like, all right.
So no, you're chained to your bed, and like Stone Fist comes in and unlocks you.
Damn, Scrack wouldn't even be able to drag the bitch.
Damn.
You're gonna have to like either get some help or start like you have to field dress it and like finagle that bagel.
Damn, Scrack wouldn't even be able to pick up the bitch with a block and tackle.
Oh, I forget. The yurt's still here.
It is.
I'm gonna go get.
I mean, Timogen's still here, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Of
So
course, Yurt's
so
here.
people basically like chain me up when I sleep, and then I'm let free.
Are you let free, or do you fancy lockpick your way out to be free?
No, Stone Fist lets you out and sends you on to your morning routine.
Oh, I feel like this is a way to keep me in place, so I
Yeah.
actually participate. Damn.
Yeah. And also, don't forget, literally, if one of y'all doesn't show up, everyone gets punishment.
I know.
So if you just don't show up, your other workout buddies will beat the ever-loving shit out of you as a gang.
But joke's on them. I got a Scrack.
Okay. Why would they beat you up when Scrack's around?
I'm never not gonna leave Scrack's side.
Okay.
I think I chose the
Scrack's in the
wrong.
middle of the swamp right now.
Scrack left your side.
Scrack at the crack of dawn is in the middle of the fucking swamp. Currently, like, seeped halfway in the mud. Crocodile waiting.
All right. Well, I will at least get some cups of gut rot throughout the time period we're skipping,
All right.
and I'll just
Yeah.
talk to people,
Second day.
important people.
I would rather drink battery acid.
Scrack's drank it.
Gut rot. I mean, yeah, but real world logic, like, gut rot probably tastes like freaking nail polish remover.
And fruit. If they choose to add it. Which not all of them do. But no. The second day, a ship comes in and is like, oh yay, look, a city. and is immediately fucking surrounded by y'all ships.
Oh, so I'm on a ship now?
No,
Okay, cool.
I mean like y'all's group. And like there's like this big confrontation in the water where like y'all are like, state your business, and they're like, we're here to live.
Are you here to live or are you here to die?
And it turns out none of the people on board have tickets. None of them knew that this city existed.
Dirty stowaways.
Nope. They're here for a different group and just happened to find y'all first and assumed that this had to be the city in the new land.
That's rough.
If one of you wants to be on ship, you can be.
I'll be on skeleton ship. I gotta get used to it.
All right.
I was about to say the same thing about. We're gonna call it the Phoenix now.
All right. I'm pretty sure it's called the Rock or something like that.
I don't remember that. The Phoenix really does sound familiar, but I don't know.
I mean,
The Phoenix sounds like it was the personal airship of Timogen. Like a war airship.
I don't remember that at all.
No, the Sapphire Star have an airship, and it is not called the Phoenix.
I remember it being something specific, but not us.
I don't know.
Who knows? Anyways, we'll never find out. Because I swear it was the Firehawk, and apparently I'm just wrong to everybody else.
Oh, well,
Oh.
maybe.
The Firehawk, sure.
Firehawk sounds...
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go with it.
All right, yeah, it's the Firehawk. So, you're on the Firehawk. You're on. I'm pretty sure I chose like for something from like actual mythology, like the name of like the ship made out of nails in Viking mythology, but I can't remember that name now. I know it's not. I know it's not the Necropolis.
We're winning on ship names.
Winning.
We're absolutely. We're absolutely the best when it comes to remembering what we say things are.
I mean, we would have
Absolutely
been
fair.
if we did this the next week.
Yeah, that's fair. It's been a month.
It's been a month.
So I'm sitting here like, normally I'd be like, and then y'all would say like, what's that NPC that we met one time a month ago? And I'd be like, But until then, I'd be like, name.
I don't speak Celtic or anything, but it looks like Nagilfar,
Okay, I didn't name it that because that would be
because
A
the English
mouthful.
translation is Nailfarer. Or the
Anywho,
Naglafari.
it doesn't really matter.
might just been Corpse Collector.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's a monster.
It is. All the ships have been named after a monster.
No.
So what am
One's
I
named after
even
John.
doing on the ship?
That's the fun thing. You're the one of 4 living individuals on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
It's you, the Flayer, the Black Shuck, and then like just some other necromancer that you don't know the name of.
Mm.
And he's like in full like get up, like black and white face paint to make it look like a skull, like black robes, a staff with like bones and stuff carved into it. There's just scrimshaw artwork covering everything he has.
Okay. So, what am I supposed to be doing?
The bone gun.
Okay. I go to the bone gun.
He's like, you should have better aim than one of the skeletons.
I hope
You have
so.
a fun crew to work with.
Yeah. And then like the other like officers on this ship are whites.
God.
So you just there's like just a bunch of like life-hating undead looking at you the entire time, like, this motherfucker thinks he can just walk up on here. It's our fucking ship, goddamn.
Commandeer my bone gun.
Commandeer my bone gun
Taking
from one of
jobs
my
away-
skeletons.
Taking good jobs away from undead.
The living are taking our jobs. We undead rightfully deserve these jobs on the bone ship.
We undead were crafted for no other purpose.
Day
To
one.
be on the corpse collector.
Day one on the corpse collector. I've already established that maybe my side is not the good guys.
Oh, you also hear like a screaming sound from the front of the ship, but it's muffled, and you're kind of worried to look.
I'm gonna look.
All right, so you know where like the mast, like not the mast, but the what was it called? The stern
Mast?
of the ship, the stern, like the very front, like where the figurehead would be.
Oh. Bow, right?
Yeah,
No.
the stern's the back. That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Turns the back. Yep. Ooh.
But so on the bow, where the figurehead would be, is a solid iron, like, cage made to look like an Iron Maiden. And there's chains. I mean, it basically is just an Iron Maiden. Because there's, like, to open up the cage, there's 2 sets of chains locked to the gate on the front.
So if you open it, it just dumps whatever's inside out.
When you open it, it reveals what's inside the cage. And that's where you hear a bunch of screaming and, like, yelling coming from.
What's inside the cage?
Secret weapon.
Oh,
Mom.
I don't like that.
no. I don't like this inner monologue. I don't like this ship anymore.
Also, only the necromancer is like stationed there. Like any other living person, there's like a line on the ship that you can't go past. Like towards the front.
I don't like any of this. I want to go home. This is the worst outcome.
But yeah, but the whole ship is just run by skeletons, whites, whatever's in the cage. And you do see some like more hardcore like brutish zombie types that are like spinning an inner like water wheel to get the ship extra speed.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna.
In the,
I'm
in
still
the base
gonna.
of the ship.
I'm still gonna go with what Enzo originally said when he heard that there was gonna be a ship battle and he may have to participate. Fuck the community, because I want to go.
But anyways, you're pointed at this ship, and you're on the Firehawk. Fantastic. Beautiful ship. Large ship. Nothing effy going on the Firehawk.
Dragon, I
Besides-
suppose, is probably also on the Firehawk.
Called
Okay.
winning.
And then, like, the Kraken being the largest SOB on the water is, like, more towards port, but it has all of its guns lined up towards the ship, and y'all flanking it on either side. And they're just like,
Good idea.
they're
All
like,
starboard guns.
yeah, like, it's just not a good time for this ship. Oh. Oh. What?
I've arrived.
Good. Are you on the Kraken?
Correct.
Okay. So all the parties here, and the ship, they select to have a boarding party go to the other ship.
Can you describe the scene for me real quick?
A unknown vessel came into port, and then the 3 flagships have encircled it.
I see.
Like
That's-
all guns, like starboard side, like circled it.
Okay. That's intimidating.
But it's just a solo ship, and it doesn't look like a military vessel.
Okay. Good to know.
But they're not saying the right passcodes to be one of the ships that normally comes to the city.
I see.
So
Okay.
there's a boarding party.
Yes.
I'll be a part of it.
All right, say it is going to be from the Firehawk
Oh.
because they're the one that is manned by not skeletons.
Damn.
And the Kraken is also like the heavy gun placement, so they're the farthest from the ship. So the Firehawk will be the boarding party.
Damn. All right, I'm gonna whip out my binoculars and just look.
You are on the Firehawk. Oh no, sorry, you are not on the Firehawk.
Yeah.
You two are on the Firehawk. Sorry, where you are on my screen now was where Joey was. So I was just looking at where you were, and I'm like, "Come on, you're not there." And it's like, "Oh wait, sorry, Joey." Boarding party.
Scrack will be a part of the boarding party.
Right.
All
right.
Scrack has no fear of crossing water or falling in.
That's fair.
I'm crossing out of spite.
Crossing out of spite. There we go.
I have my
They should have at least
binoculars-
one lizard folk on there.
I have my binoculars like waiting to watch Talbar fall into the water.
I was just thinking, I was like, if you're like, oh, you have a spyglass, and the necromancer's like, yeah, here, and it's just like a series of finger bones hollowed out.
Just a couple of eyeballs.
It's literally like a couple of actual eyeballs, and you just hold them up like binoculars.
Good thing I bought my
Yes.
own.
You
They're
twist them a little
sticky.
bit, and you twist them a little bit, and they zoom in.
It's a good thing I bought my own.
Weren't
No.
they like mega expensive?
The Necromancer has more taste than that. It's the spinal column of probably a halfling, Grimshod, to where it can collapse in on itself, with like an arcane eye, Mad Eye Moody style from like probably an ogre.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be friends with this man.
I mean, y'all don't go to the same bars anyways.
Yeah, I know. Why do you think I didn't join
You
that?
hang out
that
too
with
much with
us.
the Red Hawks.
Yeah, why do you think I didn't join?
Fraternizing.
I had a choice out of 3 groups. His group was one of them, and I didn't want to join his group.
Oh no, the Black Shuck is like hasn't even turned to look at the other ship.
I don't care. I don't like any of this. The only guy I like is Flair, and Flair is iffy.
Isn't it sad that you're like you look at a group and go, Flair, that's the homeboy.
Yeah,
He's the nicest man I know from this group.
yeah.
Anyways, so our 2 Red Hawks.
How
Y'all-
close is, like, do the ships get to each other for boarding purposes?
Y'all get like right up on their shit because y'all's ship is made. It has a couple of tricks that make it like almost a melee ship. Like it has the Falcon's claws
Boarding.
that will just literally shoot off of the ship, snatch it, and start dragging it in.
That's cool.
The front of the ship, it has like an ice cutter's blade on it for ramming into ships. And on the bottom edge, underneath the water, you'll have metal plating that have like hooks onto it. That if y'all get too close to another ship, y'all literally will shred underneath the water line so that they can start sinking. Like this is
They are a prickly pair.
yes, it's not as
But
big as
probably
the,
not too close. That way we don't shred them to pieces.
Yes. Y'all have 30-foot boarding ramps that like have like Orukai style like metal
just like
blades that slam in.
Yeah. Scrack can
So-
just jump it.
I mean, Scrat could just jump it, but there is also just like a 6-foot wide like claw attached boarding ramp.
Actually, I'm not entirely sure if Scrack could, because jumping is weird.
You could if you once you're a certain level as your subclass.
Yeah, I believe that is the case. I think it's like level 8 or something.
So
Yeah.
you're bored.
So y'all board.
But yeah, we
And the captain on the ship, the lieutenant on y'all's ship goes with y'all. And it is the Great Khan of the Plains nephew. So he is this like tall, almost gangly looking hobgoblin.
A loser.
But like you know him, and the man's just brutally efficient at boarding parties, like on the open ocean, like combat.
Hell yeah.
Like the man just dual wields cutlasses, but his cutlasses are made so that on the back there's like a hook near the handle, so he can just slit like a hostage's throat if negotiations break down.
Ah, the
Like-
negotiator.
Yeah. He's the negotiator. The negotiator has a higher kill count than most other people on the ship.
Ah, the terrible.
It's much sooner than I thought. It's level 6.
Oh yeah. So, y'all get on the ship, and he's like, "Who's in charge here?" And like, you know him. He's scary, but like he doesn't look scary at a first glance. Like you gotta like know, like that weird salty sea dog knowledge, to be like, nah, this man's a menace. But he just kind of looks like a raggedy pirate, like most of the time. But like these are like civilians though, so they're all terrified of every one of y'all.
Especially Skrak.
That's true.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Just opens his
sit-
big old
like-
mouth.
What, a 6.5 foot tall lizard man running onto the ship with a battle axe? Yeah, I can imagine.
Wearing fucking shark skin.
Yeah.
I feel like the combo of him and a really hairy dwarf is just great.
Then you hear the.
It's like, it is like the start of a bad joke. It's like, so a giant lizard folk and a dwarf walk into a bar.
He's like, "Where's the captain?" And like the captain's like, "Oh, I'm over here. But we're here for Elysium. Is this not the city?"
Oh, you be far off.
He's like, "I've never heard of it. Show me your map." And the captain's like, "Oh God, no." And like he pulls out his map, and if we want to take a look at our map,
Okay.
y'all are here, right?
Mm-hmm. That's us.
And
Yeah,
I
wee
guess
little
that's
town.
the little bay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right here. Yeah, they're like right here.
How dare they?
So yeah, so he came through, and they were told like, yeah, it's like straight ahead almost. You'll find a bay, and instead of going left, he went right.
Rookie
You know how to be sailing.
They got shitty info, basically.
Basically, yeah. Like his map isn't necessarily wrong, but he's never seen this coastline before in real life, so he doesn't know the scale of it. You know what I mean?
Ah.
It's not a professional map. That's what I'm trying to say.
Myself
Mm.
want to go to that other city.
And he's like, "We're all just pilgrims to Elysium. Please." Like, we'll stay out of your hair. Just let us go.
They know too much.
I mean, I think we should just let him go, but it's really up to Mr.
Negotiate.
Cousin Boy, Mr. Negotiator.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, my lad, I wouldn't hurt you, but I do need to make a call. And if you start getting squirmy on me, something might happen." Dalbar, Scrack, keep an eye on him.
Scrap
I can
rotates
do
exactly
that.
one eye.
And like he walks like halfway back up the boarding ramp, and just like pulls out a sending stone. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So here's the sitch. Mm-hmm. All right. Good news and bad news.
I'm an expert at reading lips, Flair, and they're saying that they came for you.
He's like,
I knew they would eventually.
makes sense. But so he goes, good news, bad news. Good news, you get to go to Elysium. Bad news,
Not alive.
we're taking you there.
Mm.
under guard escort.
Mm,
So good news.
mm. Oh no.
He's like, mm-hmm. Thank you, sir. He's like, don't worry about it. It's all just part of the plan. But we will be towing you, so don't get any smart idea. Look her up, boys! And he goes back across the gang ramp and he's like motioning y'all to come back.
A little
And-
sneer at the captain. Walk away.
I
Little
think
short
Talbar's
dwarf.
hungry.
And
Probably.
I just lick the one eye that's looking at the captain and then leave.
so I get over and like they all pull some levers on the gang ramp so that the blades come back up and pull it back. And then from the back of the ship, there's like it's not a net gun, but it's like a grapple type of gun. That
A
just
harpoon.
not,
We be pooning?
for lack of a better term, we'll call it like a multi harpoon. Because like 4 launch out, like 2 through the front of the ship, but not like destroying much of it. And then 2 are actually like grapples that like cling onto the rail. And y'all start going to this other city.
Yeah.
Apparently, they said they own that ship now.
I need you to know that I don't trust anything you've said.
That's probably right. That's probably a safe bet. I'm out of practice of reading lips.
The shuck goes, we're escorting them to the other city, apparently.
What was the name of the negotiator?
The negotiator.
His actual name?
Or whatever we call him.
He just goes by the negotiator.
Okay.
Like someone said
Scrackle
that
asked.
someone said it as a joke one time, and he was like, I like it.
Scrackle asked the negotiator, "At what time would this put the Firehawk back in bay?"
Depends on exactly how bad their map is. 2, 3, 4 days.
Get back or to get there?
You back?
We're back.
Okay. That's pretty fast.
Yeah.
I lean over to the flare. I'm like, I'm whispering this, by the way. That's the first time I've heard him speak. And his voice is absolutely terrifying.
No, it's not that bad. I can hear you.
You have a presence that terrifies me to my bones, good sir.
It comes with the territory.
Literally, I just claimed some territory. The voice came with it.
just in my, like, barely, like, a whisper as I, like, go back to my station. I want to go home.
So,
Is this?
I got my flask of
I-
gut rot, and I'm sipping
I want
on
to go
that.
talk to. I want to go talk to negotiator.
all right.
What will you do with a drunken sailor?
What's his actual name again?
What will you do? I'm singing shanties, by the way.
All right. His actual name is Javen.
Is he a captain?
First mate. He's not the captain of the ship.
Aye, first mate Javen. Do you believe? You believe that maybe this might be a bad idea? That we're escorting these boys back to their city?
No.
Hotel.
if they came through, from what they reported, what they've told us, no military musters were being made yet.
But you do be seeing that some of our best ships are leaving the port.
There's still 2 left, and, according to them, we still have about a week.
Aye, unless they be spies.
And if they are, we immediately blow them out of the water using the Kraken.
Aye, fair enough, fair enough. Well, this all be I had a question for you.
But I try to get the Flair to join in on my sea shanties.
Oh, he does.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so I'm just singing all the sea shanties.
All right.
We sing, the dwarves and I
Give
gather,
me,
gather
give me
together
a-
to sing.
Give me a persuasion roll.
A persuasion roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Motherfucker. I hate this. Ooh, I hate digital dice, bro.
Makes you bad.
Don't worry
You
about
need
it.
that.
It was going to be a tough roll anyways.
That's 11.
All right. Don't worry about it. Nothing happens.
But I feel like I was about to get a group of skeletons singing with me. That would have been so cool.
Yeah, they wouldn't be singing, but you see their mouth like mimicking.
Oh well. Me and Flair are having the time of our lives.
Sure. So, a day and a half, roughly, y'all get to another city. It looks absolutely raggled. It's the bottom chicken in the chicken coop.
It's a gross looking city, then.
Well, like it's a city made in a hostile land that wasn't formed by military bands. So like they've had it rough.
Yeah.
Like you can see like parts of the wall, like tops of the wall are like burnt or missing.
Hey,
Like
they might have been doing better if they would have been gotten lost and sent to us anyways.
Hey, that house looks like my old home. Just for
As Enzo says that, Talbar's like, "Aye, this place looks like Enzo would live here."
two ships sailing in the morning light. 2 conversations oddly familiar. In the dusky city streets of Elysium is where our story falls.
shit. If my sister's on that ship, she's like, that she probably says that does look like our old house, like home.
No.
Gotta be keeping up tradition and have a
Looks like
beer
our
or an
old
ale.
neighborhood.
The Khan wasn't on the ship that day, so he's not there.
What a loser.
I need to drink at every city, so I'm going to take a stop here. If that be allowed, unless we be
So-
turning back.
You can see that majority of the city, when the people got here, they took their ships apart to make like the homes and buildings.
Smart.
Like this is definitely like a
We ain't going back.
yeah. Which might be also the reason why they look so bad, is because they could never get word back for new people.
They don't know if they survived the trip.
They could never be like, guys, it sucks. We really need help. Like,
Meanwhile,
Are we stopping for long enough, or
oh,
should I go in? Or are we just dipping?
you are.
Okay. Talbar is gonna get to
The negotiator's
descend.
like, all right, boys, weapons ready.
Oh. Wait.
We're making a landing.
I.
why are they drawing their weapons?
The black truck goes, do the same.
Enzo is just, we are the bad guys. Alright.
Well, I was gonna get me a beer here, but it looks like I'll be taking it.
He goes, oh, hold up. We're going in force to talk to the mayor. We're
But
not.
no ransacking.
We're not raiding
Meanwhile, lighting a bottle of gut rot. Oh,
Aye.
today.
But no one would notice if this city begun. It's been a while.
One would, but if they have anything of value in the future.
Aye. But look at Halbrand over there. Camera slides at Halbrand. He's just like, what? He looking like he need a raid. It's been a long time.
He's like, it has been a long time, boss. Come on, I'm part of the Crimson Raiders. If I have nothing to raid, what am I?
You're just crimson, that's what you are.
why does the Red Hawks look like they're actually bloodthirsty?
What
Crack
are
drinking
we?
blood.
Raiders! What do? Raid!
Alright, Halbrand, calm
Raider.
down. We don't know if we're raiding yet.
Legendary.
Oh. Thought you were on our side, Talbot.
Aye, I do, but we follow the words of the first mate.
You do. As if you don't.
Aye.
Someone in the background. Revolt!
What was the
You hear the dude in the brig? Yeah, don't revolt against him. No mutinies.
what was the name of the guy that was wanting to raid?
You made him up. That's your name.
Halbar.
Halbrand.
Halbrand.
Halbrand? I think that's a good one. Scrack will just offer like half of a fish still bleeding to Halbrand. Scrack was just literally drinking blood out of it.
I'm gonna assume he's like like a huge human, so he's just like, thank you.
Thanks, mate. And he puts it in his pocket.
It just starts bleeding right through his pants.
I love the fact that I'm just viewing this through binoculars and it's like, what the fuck is going on over there?
Scrack mimics a nod.
Mimics. I like to think he like messes it up and goes like,
No, Scrack's like,
Not quite. It's just really like it's like whenever you see. It's like the opposite of whenever you move a chicken's body around and its head stays still. But it's like Scrack's whole body's completely perfectly still, but the whole head just moves. So it's like Scrack's whole head just like
I think Scrack just nodded.
the shuck is at your shoulder.
I put away the binoculars and I get my weapon. I put my hand on my weapon, I guess.
He touches your shoulder and the Flayer's shoulder, and now you're on the Flamehawk.
the Firehawk.
Firehawk.
Enzo.
Hold up.
What is this?
Oh. I'm sorry. First time teleporting.
It does not cause that.
For me, it does. I got a weak stomach.
If you have a weak constitution and you feel like dying, come to me first.
I lean over to Flair. He clearly doesn't like jokes.
That was a joke.
That was his version of a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like it that the Factory of Necromancer jokes about death like that.
Oh, he's not a necromancer.
Okay, what is he?
Don't worry.
He's a necromancer.
That's
He's a
Necromancer.
That's just a fancy druid.
that's just a fancy druid. Specialized, one might say.
Yeah. Alright.
No, that's a swarm ranger. Just swarms of cats.
So,
Vaughn. You're muted.
he's not muted, he's just super far away.
No, he
No, he's
is.
muted.
Oh.
No, I was muted. I was eating carrots.
You don't want to crunch on.
Yeah.
But no,
Yes.
you're the captain of your ship.
Yes.
which is this absolutely like misplaced looking individual.
Mm-hmm.
It is the daintiest wizard lady you've ever seen in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But she has like her wizard hat is vaguely made into like a trihorn,
Mm-hmm.
and like she has like a curved dagger on her waist. It's still a dagger though.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "Ah, you're familiar with them, correct?"
The boarding party?
"Yes."
Yes.
"Here you go." And she touches your shoulder, and you're next to Scrack and Teller.
Hey guys.
Oh my god! So that's what it looks like.
Fun.
Howdy.
So,
So what are you gonna do with that half-eaten fish in your pocket?
My pocket?
No, not your
That's
pocket. His
Halbrand.
pocket.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Eat it later?
Yeah.
He's just like, I don't know, man. It's bleeding.
I just.
You see his pocket go,
You know what? My ship's not so bad now. This is a weird ship.
because of your own party member?
Yeah. It's like a mini vacation from all these weirdos.
So, but anyways, y'all, the negotiator, and about 15 of the former Crimson Raiders. I don't know why I air quoted that, because they were Crimson Raiders.
Well, they ain't be raiding lately, so they just
Fair.
the crimson.
What a sad life.
They slam down the boarding ramp, like, to the dirt, and y'all hop out, run down.
Yes.
I don't know why, but I have, like, I just want to swing from a rope down.
Do it.
I'll fail,
dare
though.
you.
Like, with my
Do it.
rolls, I'll fail.
Do it.
It'll be funny if I fail.
Very good. Athletics.
I'll also do
Halbard will
that.
be ready to catch you if you fail.
I will also do that.
All right, athletics.
Damn it, I have acrobatics. I don't got athletics.
Oh yeah, why is it not?
I would
acrobatics?
say you can make a decent argument for rope traversal being acrobatics.
Definitely a lot more acrobatics.
If he was like tight roping, I would say most definitely.
Dirty 20.
I'm just thinking of like trapezing and stuff.
right, like swinging around, doing stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Okay, then it's a 19.
All right. Y'all both don't fall on your ass, and y'all swing off one of the high bars of the mast and land on shore. Kind of have to like crunch yourself into the sand a little bit so you don't like wobble and fall. Then y'all get up.
You give my fist up for a fist bump to Enzo.
I fist bump him.
Nice.
Did
Pretty
it get
nice,
off the
my
boat?
friend.
You have
Yeah.
to make a grand entrance.
My grand entrance is myself. I'm
Draco
big.
just full on like lizard crawl down the side of the boat.
Oh God.
Hell
You
yeah.
just, why do I think you go down into like the water and then swim up to shore? Is that what you did?
Yeah, pretty much.
Scrack made an entrance too. Just be Scrack.
So obviously the people in the city are like, oh, fuck.
It's all fucked.
I haven't heard that expression in a little bit since we boarded.
And like, people are screaming, others are running. You hear one of the men go, "We didn't build a wall to the ocean."
Children are crying.
That was mistake number 1.
This could be a good raid. It smells like a good raid.
I don't think we're actually raiding.
You see one of the guards like lowers his spear at y'all, but it's like not in it. Like he's not moving up to y'all. Like
How
he
about
just
you-
has his spear down.
How about you just drop it instead?
The negotiator's like, oh, hey. Where does the mayor live? And he's like, in the big house. Thank you, Sonny. And like, just kind of like walks up to him, a little pat on the cheek. It's like, for your troubles. And like slides a silver into his shirt.
I feel that was the most disrespectful thing I've seen someone ever do.
Yeah.
Slapped a man on the cheek and gave him a silver, not even a gold, a silver.
Or like an electrum.
Yeah.
Yep.
I give him a copper.
He could have given him a copper, but he gave him a silver.
I feel like that's still more disrespectful.
I mean,
The copper, you're just an asshole. The silver, you're just like, wow.
Silver's disrespect.
the silver is disrespect because it is less than you would make in your normal day's work as a guard. So
I mean, okay, to be fair, if someone gave me like less than my normal working day, I'd still be like, all right.
yeah, but like he's saying, like, thanks for not doing your job and trying to stop us. Here's less than you get paid to do your fucking job protecting these people.
I mean, true.
Like, yeah, if someone had said like, "Hey, just don't go to work today. Here's $400 or whatever," I'd be like, "Yeah, thanks." Well, it's a day's work. Never mind. Wouldn't be 400. It's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, buddy, stay home. Here's $50." I'd be like, "I have sick days. Sure. I'll tell my boss that I caught crab ass or something. I don't know."
You should have just gave him like 2 coppers. Been like, don't spend it all in one place.
Well, that's actually a threat in the Red Hawks, because that's your burial coins.
Exactly.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Huh? Deb. No, sorry. So y'all just start marching your way up towards the big house,
Welcome
And, like,
to the big house.
and like more guards start coming out of the city, and like there's a couple more. Like, just move aside, Sonny. Just move aside. Don't worry about it. Have we killed a single citizen yet?
Yet.
We thought about it.
He walked in and killed nobody. That's a blessing.
And like, so y'all have like this like weird small group of guards like following y'all, like keeping an eye on you. Ooh.
Something's prowling around here.
I give him a growl and a snare.
Talbar, you're not Scrack. Stop being weird.
Aye, it'd be the raid. I want a raid. It feeling like it.
Still, don't growl and snarl like that.
It's also been spending too much time with the boy over there.
Yeah, you
Look at him. Look at him walk. Watch him just bob his head.
He just licked his eyeball. You gonna start doing that, Talbar?
I hope not.
That'd be impressive if you could.
Imagine like one day it's like Talbar licks his eyeballs. Like what? Like with his normal tongue? It's like no, it's a lizard tongue right now. It's like what?
I took levels of Beast Barbarian so I could do this.
Nah, he's just a new patch skin.
What'd you do? I
Patch
only
the
got.
tongue
Yep, just the tongue.
and eyes.
He
I
just
just
looks
tore
like
off my eyelids and put a lizard tongue in. What?
Why? He just looks
Because-
like a pug. He's just a pug of the person now. Anyways,
I'd put Talbar down.
y'all get to the big house, and like
Big house.
the mayor's like saw y'all coming. So there's like a table set outside of his house, and he's sitting at the table.
Look, they're welcoming you.
Of course,
Welcoming.
Welcoming.
I'm the negotiator.
I don't feel like you do a lot of negotiating. I feel like it's a lot of stabbing.
Is insulting. How dare you?
How dare I?
Negotiating and stabbing are two sides of the same coin.
Yes, how dare I? I will leave it at that.
Violent negotiations are still negotiations.
Okay, I need to write down this random NPC Joey made specifically so I can use him as my whenever I want to say something not as crack.
Fair.
Halbrand.
Halbrand. Okay.
So, okay, I'll just let him do it. I can't debunk what he just said.
So,
I don't know all this stabbing and talking my way out of things.
so the negotiator sits at the table. Chuck sits at the table, and then both of them kind of just look vaguely at Vaughn. Like, you're the only blue here.
Correct.
I guess technically you're the representative.
Sit down.
All right.
Man, fuck you, Vaughn.
Yeah, you have a captain, a lieutenant, and then just a member of the group.
Just a dude.
Hey, information broker.
They
I
don't know that.
I don't even like.
It's
I'm gonna take
They
it back.
don't know that.
And Enzo will actually say, "Fuck you, Vaughn."
I just wink at him.
That's my best friend, though.
Black Shuck is like, cute.
It is.
No, he is. Huh?
Huh?
Vaughn's like, get me out of here.
I wink at him.
You wink at one dude and wink at the other dude. It's like,
Yep.
So the mayor's like, uh-huh. How are you, good travelers? Well, travelers is a bit of a stretch. We're citizens of the neighboring section of this grand new place, and we were concerned about y'all's well-being. Isn't that right, Black Shuck? That is the extent of it.
By the way, I get Flair and Talbar to play cards.
In the dirt?
Yeah, in the dirt.
All right.
Cards.
I have cards. I'm good at card games.
You just in the middle of this negotiation, we want to just play some cards.
Yeah.
they're like 10 feet away.
All right, fine.
Just to show that we're not scared of them. It's a different type of intimidation.
Crackle
That's-
watched the card game.
Like, you're such not a threat to us. Like, I can play a card game and still kick your butt.
Isn't that right, representative of the Sapphire Star?
Very correct. We were
So
very worried.
worried that one of your ships came into our port and didn't seem to know where they were going. In fact, they were so lost we had to tow them here. Imagine the indignity. If one of our ships had to come that way, we'd be ashamed. So, what will you pay us for having to tow your ship to port?
Bruh. What the fuck?
As you can see, it's quite damaged. And like, as if on cue, the ship they've been towing's like mast falls. Quite damaged. And he goes, I can look at the treasury, but we're mostly an agricultural city, sir. We gave up the old lands so we wouldn't have to worry about coin and all the structure of the old land. It's a damn shame, isn't it? Well, I'll tell you this. How about we come by every month to make sure you're still kicking, and you just give our men some food? That sounds reasonable, don't it, Chuck? Fairly reasonable.
Very reasonable indeed.
See? We're all just kind citizens, worried about our neighbors. And the man just is like if he could cringe, he would, but like it's just an open table, like there's nothing for him to go like fuck. There's no place for him to hide. He's like, I'll see what I can do. All right, you do that. You do that. Can you run the numbers, Chuck? He's like, 10 to 13, I would say, judging by the inhabitants. You're so good with numbers there. Let's just go with 10. Nice round number. 10% of your harvest for the month.
Oh my god.
Seems fairly gracious to me.
Yeah, and it's a monthly thing, so it's not going to be one big chunk out of the year. It's just spread out. And of course, we'll be willing to allow y'all to hire men to protect your city. Of course, that's different than the 10% checkup fee. You have to pay them separately to be negotiated with you and the men. I'm not going to stick my hand in that and give a flat rate. It's downright uncharitable, I would say.
Very.
Because judging from your walls, looks like the savages are pounding on the door. But we'll let you think that over while you get the 10% for this month. And we'll be on our way after that.
Holy. We are not good guys.
He's like, I'll get that organized. You do that. Just tell me where I can send my men to pick it up.
Yeah, this is mercenaries. Fuck.
I will do that. All right, thank you. And he propped himself up in his chair, feet on the table, pulls out a canteen. All in a good day's honest work.
As I'm playing cards with Tom, I'm like, I'm a little disappointed he didn't stab no one.
I feeling it'd be kind of that day. No stabbing, no raiding, no killing. Just, bartering for the money.
We didn't even borrow for money, it was for food.
Yeah, close enough.
The shuck goes, this will help keep the near monopoly the green has in check a little bit more. I was thinking the same thing there, Shucky boy.
Oh. Wow.
And of course, the White Lions and the Emerald Serpents are, unfortunately, not a part of this business deal.
What a bummer.
Exactly. Exactly.
You'd think they'd want to contribute to the common good, so then they would be able to reap.
I mean, with all the talking the White Lions do, I mean, you would assume. Apparently, they're more gas than bite.
And to wonder where they get all the energy.
But anyways, 333, 1% for the ship that picks it up every month.
Seems fair to me.
All right, let's do it.
Shake hands.
Did Vaughn just spit in his hand?
It's unhealthy.
Seal a deal.
Did anyone else spit in their hand to steal the deal?
Black Shuck did not, but he did not cringe away. And the negotiator, palmed a coin with his handshake.
All right.
So,
I'll explore the town.
all right. Say, they all got some time while they go gather up whatever resources they're going to give y'all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go explore the town.
You guys remember, be back whenever we're loading.
Okay. That'd be funny. They leave without Enzo. He's like, well, guess I live here now.
They're native.
I'll look at the negotiator and telepathically link with him,
Okay.
and then just say, he'll hear in his head, just mission when we're about to head out, and I'll make sure we're all there on time.
Fair enough.
And then I walk out with the group.
All right.
Vaughn has
y'all are looking for a bar?
Sure.
That has like a 4-mile radius, by the way.
Damn, okay. The town is not that big.
I'll look for a bar.
All right. There is a bar in town.
Oh, I will go into the bar.
It's like a pub, you know?
This is Elysium,
like you-
by the way.
This is called Elysium.
How fitting.
And like the owner is like, what can I get? And like sees you, I was like, I don't know you.
We're new in town.
Oh, nice. Start seeing all of your armor weapons. Nice.
We're adventurers.
Oh, that's great. What can I get you today?
What is your strongest ale?
Ale or drink, period?
Just drink, period.
Right here. Corbeck.
Corbeck. All
I
right.
need to drink as well.
Is this a fairly crowded bar?
It's lunchtime, but y'all made a big racket, so some people left to go see what the hell is going on, and they went to their house to maybe try to save their family in case something went down.
I see.
But other people, like the bartender, heard noise and like if something needs my help, they'll ask for it.
Hey, barkeep. May I have... What is your most common drink and favorite?
I mean, I'm a big fan of the Corbeck as well. It's a nice, smooth.
Does the Corbeck come in a keg?
No, it's
Hey, relax, Enzo.
No, this is Jeffrey asking. Like, is it a bottle?
Oh.
it is bottled, like locally. It's like the local made whiskey.
Hmm.
Like,
I would like.
there's a family in town whose last name is Corbeck, and it's the whiskey they make, and they sell it to the bar.
I would like 2 bottles of Corbeck.
Okay,
Bottles. Wow.
that would be 10 ration tickets, or if you're spending coin, give me 10 gold.
All right, I give him 10 gold.
All right, thank you.
The fuck's a ration ticket?
The city doesn't really use coinage that much,
Site check
right?
on his $10 or 10 gold price.
Okay. Roll it.
Do I feel like he's being fair?
See, that's why I go places with Vaughn. Vaughn will check for me.
16.
The price completely depends on whether or not the liquor is as good
As he said.
yeah. Like, it's a fair price for whiskey. In fact, it's a little bit on the cheaper side, but like, this is homemade, so one bottle could be good, another batch could be bad. So like, it's like almost like a raffle ticket type of thing.
I see. Whiskey wise, where I come from, was that would I be knowledgeable on that?
I would say with your line of work, yes. Not necessarily where you're from, but with your line of work, definitely. You spend a lot of time in bars and inns and pubs and shit.
Okay. I'll just look at Enzo and be like, let me try some of that whiskey when you get it.
Oh, we're opening it now.
Pull a shot glass up to get a sip.
Well, it's not piss water,
Mm-hmm.
but you can definitely tell that like it probably just wasn't. Probably the heat was a little low when making it this. It's not nearly as strong as you'd expect whiskey to be.
Mm.
But like also like looking at the two bottles he has, one looks much darker and this is the lighter one. So you're probably guessing the other bottle was better.
I see.
This isn't bad. It's just not normal whiskey strength.
Palbar's gonna shoot it and move on.
Right.
I just sip. Kind of have a dissatisfied face on it, like about it, but don't say anything.
I'm just drinking out of the bottle.
Can I get you any food? Or you just here to drink?
What type of food do you have? What's on the menu?
He points at a board.
Oh, it's on a board.
And I'll say about half the food is like vegetarian. Hearty, but vegetarian. It seems isn't easy. With the exception of poultry.
Is there a fish soup?
Surprisingly not.
Disgusting.
I'll get whatever poultry dish they have.
Alright. It's like a savory rice porridge with spiced chicken breasts sliced into it.
I'll look at Enzo and I'm just like, well, that was a interesting interaction we just had.
Is there any fish in general?
No.
That is disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, it's right there on the ocean, you'd think. But no.
You'd think, but they're probably dumb.
They probably don't have boats to go out. Or
Maybe they don't have poles.
poles, yeah.
Maybe they are dumb.
You know, it's...
Yeah, Scrack just assumes that they're dumb.
I will ask, why
Because
don't they
Scrack
have...
assumes all smooth skins are dumb.
I'm going to ask, why don't you have fish as an option?
You see, most of us were farmers. And didn't really think about what would be readily available once we got here. So we brought tons of seed for planting. We brought poultry, something easy to carry on a ship, you know, chickens and such. Geese and the like.
Geese.
But, no one thought to bring tackle or netting because they weren't fishermen.
Well,
And we used our ships to build our houses.
yeah.
So we don't really have anyone to trade with to get that type of stuff.
Well, there's another town you can trade with.
What?
Yeah, it's our town.
Oh.
Yes, we were here first.
Oh?
Yes. As I just continue to drink my whiskey. It's actually east on the coast. You're west from where the bay is.
Yeah. Okay.
What guild or what faction does the fishing for the 5-faction city?
Each has their own.
Okay, so it'd be fair to say that the Blue Sapphires or the Blue Sapphires have
The Sapphire
like
Stars.
yeah, Sapphire Stars. Have oh my gosh, I can't think. That they have fishermen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remark. A rod is extremely easy to craft.
I've never had to make one, and nobody else has either. So it might be easy if you know how to, but we don't know how to.
But yeah, you can come
It
trade
takes
with us.
only a will.
Well, Besides that, you can trade with us. Each group knows how to fish. We have fishermen in every group. There's 5 groups in that city.
I'll send, or I'll say telepathically to the negotiator. Ask him, has he received the tithe yet?
That's
They're
pretty.
being a little slow with it, but I sent the raiders to speed them up.
I'll tell him to add the condition that over the course of the next 3 months, the Sapphire Star will send skilled fishermen to teach a portion of their population how to fish, and teach them how to like make the tools and kind of just the technique, with the condition being that after those 3 months, the tithe would increase to 16%.
I like where you're going with it. All right, I'll sit him back down at the table.
Perfect.
So it's just kind of us in the bar.
There's a couple other. There's like 3 more groups. Well, yeah, 3 more groups.
Is it like people that came with us?
No,
Okay.
citizens. Like you see what looks to be like some farmers just talking. Like they're looking at you every now and then. Like, who the fuck are these guys? And then like you see like a group of like housewives are eating, relaxing. It looks like they're probably out like cleaning clothes earlier that day because like their hands are a little red and their sleeves are rolled up past the elbow. And then there's like a group of just like looks like maybe it's a family.
I will ask, how many citizens you got in this town of yours?
I don't know everybody by name. 200.
200. Not bad. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're trying to start a city. Like, you started with 15 people. It's a struggle.
Y'all are more than 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like 100,000 of us.
There's not that many,
I
but
don't
there's a
know
lot of y'all.
I don't know how many, actually. So I just made a number up.
Yeah, but you made a huge number up.
What's a reasonable number? 10,000? 1,000?
Somewhere between 10 and 15.
Yeah, there's somewhere between 10,000 to 15,000 of us.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a big city.
Yeah. So when I say you can come to trade, you can come to trade.
Doesn't that make it a little sticky?
What does that mean?
Dirty joke, sorry.
No, like Jeff's asking, what does that mean? Like the dirty joke went over my
What
head.
the fuck?
You said you can come to trade.
Oh.
He was like, does that make it a little sticky?
Oh, I get the joke now. Very.
Please
I
don't.
just shake my head immediately. I'm just like, the moment he's like, I'm like, oh god.
He's like, it was a little dirty humor, and he made me feel a lot worse for saying it out loud.
That's my.
I apologize for my friend's ignorance.
Whoa, hold up. This is just who I am. I make you feel bad for your choices.
Yeah, and I'm apologizing for you being who you are.
Fool, don't apologize on my behalf. I'm perfect the way I am.
I'm apologizing on his behalf.
What's with that face? What did you make?
He can telepathically talk to you whenever he wants, right?
What? Yeah, he can like, because we're linked, he can talk to me whenever. It's like a direct like cell phone line. That's always
He
on.
goes, I don't know how long this will last. they got a really big church. A lot of shiny there. A lot of shiny in it.
I suppose mandatory protection would be in tow then.
That could be a ploy. That could be a way.
I mean,
I'm just looking
if
at
there's
all the. It seems
so
they
many
burnt. Seems they melted all their coinage down to make this church pretty. Or most of their coinage down.
What's the church to?
That's the thing. The old gods. Don't have to worry about them anymore. They can't hear the prayers.
Certainly don't.
I wouldn't feel bad about liberating from one of their buildings.
Well,
But if we can finagle the bagel to get them to hand it over piece by piece, that might be better for the long term, food production wise. Unless one of us wants to just take over this territory ourselves. But it's kind of a shithole.
yeah, I feel like that is an overinvestment,
I would like to take over this territory and be my shithole.
and
Bet you
it
would.
might get just the power dynamics might just get a bit too sticky for it to be worth it.
Make a
Fair
different
enough.
faction. Faction
Fair
number
enough.
6, baby.
But
Something this should.
Christ, no.
but definitely
I mean, like, all their coinage.
that seems like just a mistake. You make it, you melt it down and put it into big pieces of art, and then it's just easier to take.
You know what's funny? I just thought about some. Enzo can sow the seeds of chaos by mentioning that there's a dragon that'll grant you
Oh,
one
no.
answer to a question you have, and it knows the answer to every question that you could possibly ask it. And it's all this.
Would Enzo, though, considering how he gets treated by that dragon?
Yeah, he would though, because it would fuck with someone else.
Enzo's all about sharing the wealth.
Sharing the wealth, baby.
Tommy Enzo.
I think he will mention it. I've decided it. So, how long have you been here, Mr. Bartender?
Oh, a solid 3 years.
3 years. Okay. So, are you aware there's a dragon on the big mountain on this continent that will grant you an answer to any question that you can ask for a minimum price of gold?
No.
Yeah, he knows all the answers. Scrack asked him, this is Scrack, I point at the lizard man. He asked where all the patchkins are, and Scrack knows where every single one of them are. At any given moment.
What the hell is a patch skin?
Oh,
Aye.
they're messed up people that sew different body parts onto them.
Yeah, you might not want to be seeing them. If you do, let us know.
There's another group here on.
Oh yeah, you don't want to run into that group. They're crazy. Talbar, did you ask him a question?
No,
No, you
I just let
did.
him know.
You
Oh,
did.
the Orochi, yes, of course.
Yeah, I don't know what your question is though. Was.
About the old gods.
Oh, he had asked him about the old gods, and he got the answer to why the old gods don't answer your prayers in the new land.
What?
Yeah, they don't answer your prayers in the new land because they're trapped in the old land by a bubble.
Aye, and you should be building a church here, by the way. To the great god Orochi.
Yeah, that's the dragon that lives on the mountain. He's a god.
Then how does our cleric do his thing?
Your cleric probably switched over to a different god, or he has very limited power.
But our church is to the old gods.
He probably has
No.
very limited power then. Or your cleric's a liar.
Old gods. They are being
Um,
punished in the old land.
I'm going to suggest the
You're
negotiator.
telling deep lore to a bartender.
Yeah, who else?
Why
would-
did
Bartenders are usually the one giving you the deep lore.
Yeah, not just a bartender, but like the equivalent.
Backwater town.
A backwater, literal like
Barely
Oklahoma, North
surviving.
Texas, like redneckville town.
But you always ask the bartender, what's the latest gossip? This is
Yeah.
the biggest story that he will be able to pass along to each Patreon. That someone's going to go to that mountain and be like, oh my god, there was a dragon up there at the very top, and he did answer my question.
Imagine going to your local bar in like your redneck backwater town and being like, "So, bartender, what's the news?" And
God's
he's like,
dead.
"The old gods are being punished for their crimes in the old lands." And they're like, "What?"
Who told you this? A group of adventurers who asked a god. They asked him a question. Can we believe this story? They had some pretty convincing evidence. What was that? What was the evidence? They just knew things.
There's a
They
fucking
just knew
dragon in a distance. Just makes him ask more questions.
Probably if Orochi and me are pretty cool, so he could probably strike down a symbol on front of your bar. And then,
Cool is
bam.
not the words I would use for that, but
You can hear it was a brilliant blue morning. You hear thunder rumble.
There he is. See, he's answering.
So, I'm going to suggest to the negotiator that there be like mandatory protect like mercenary protection, as well as let's call it community work projects to build, actually using the cities, like some of the cities like wood and stone resources to help build up the town into an actual like town instead of a shithole made of broken ships, with essentially the payment for resources and manpower being the like the church, breaking down the church, reintroducing like a actual currency to the town so that they can trade, and then suggesting that that it's not a suggestion, that to friendly remind him that the strong take what they want, and the weak suffer what they must, and that
Everyone else was like, "Are we the bad guys?" Byron's like, "We are the bad guys." But I want the party to know that.
But see,
And Scrack's just like head empty.
I want you to know though, I feel like me getting Orochi's name passed on to this new group of villagers puts me on a better side of him a little bit.
and
You feel a jolt of energy run down your spine.
I'm dead.
I don't
No.
think that's good,
No.
buddy.
It's a
And
bomb.
like it reaches from your bum area, about the base of your spine, to your skull. But when it hits your skull, you're like, "You are partially forgiven."
and then
You can feel his affection meter rise a little bit,
Hell yeah.
but you're still on like the like. You're like, what is it in Fallout New Vegas? Whenever like you've done terrible things to that faction, but now you're starting to do good things for that faction.
Yeah.
It's like infamous.
Reputation. Yeah.
It's like a benevolent devil.
Yeah.
I think it's like benevolent devil.
The karma?
Well, because there's like they give you like little titles with it, so it's not
Yeah,
just,
but there's like a bunch of titles though.
yeah. I think one's like
You're
benevolent devil.
good, do well, and all that, and
Yeah.
but essentially it's all in the interest of,
I think that was Fallout 3.
camaraderie and looking out for the neighbors, and essentially the idea is that there'll be a vassal state of the 5 cities, a long-term investment for the Sapphire Stars, Blackhounds, and Redhawks, sharing a 33% stake in said venture.
I like it. I'll start pushing. Don't worry. We'll get this hammered out smoothly over the coming months.
Perfect.
Man, like,
But like he's like, but where does he live? You said there's a mountain, but like,
it's like a mountain in the middle of a field out of nowhere, and it's the biggest mountain on this continent. It's basically it's north from you.
is that true?
It is, looking at
It
the map.
is straight north from where they
Yeah,
are.
it's straight north from where you are right now.
Oh, okay. Talbar, roll me wisdom history.
Wisdom history.
Yeah. This is like street smart history.
Oh no, it's a bad roll. 11.
You remember roughly between them, you're like, I feel like there was a group of people that helped us who lives there.
Oh,
And you're like, thinking about it, you're like, oh, it's the Knolls. But like, they were friendly with us, so like, shouldn't be too bad.
They were a little bit weird, the Knolls, but they were friendly.
yeah, there is a group of gnolls on the way there. So,
What's a Knoll?
I couldn't tell you, but they look
It's
more
like a-
human.
it's like a beast.
Beast folk.
Yeah, beast folk. You could say the what were they calling you again, Scrack? Like the warden,
Yeah, weren't you good friends with them?
the keeper,
The Knolls recognized Skrak as a guardian.
a guardian. You could say Scrack the guardian told you about the dragon, but maybe,
Skrak did not do so.
Scrack, we're trying to make friends.
This guy is like, whatever.
There's like a kid, like that. Remember the family that was here?
Mm-hmm.
The kid escapes from the table, and while the parents aren't looking, and is like about to just like poke Scrack's tail.
I have a passive perception.
I
Oh,
stopped.
no, I'm not saying like he's hidden.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
y'all notice him, but he thinks he's stealthy.
No, I give Vaughn the look of, let him learn. What
Let
must-
let him learn.
Yeah, because
I don't know how lizard eyes work. As far as like, I don't know if they're like mule and donkey eyes, where you just see everything around you on the ground. I feel like not the case because predators have forward
Yeah.
vision.
But you definitely have like more upper eyes, to where like you could like probably do this with your head and see behind you.
Right. But in any case, I can just like feel and hear and shit. So
Yeah,
I ain't gonna fuck around with them.
All right, so you feel like this little kid finger poke your tail.
I just don't react.
Kid mumbles.
Today's a good day. No one died.
Kid mumbles. Kid mumbles underneath his breath. Has to be fake. He didn't even feel. He didn't even move.
For reference, the tail is also like almost forked because it was like split in half a long time ago and it didn't heal properly.
Yeah.
So it's just extra grody looking.
Ugh.
And then you see like the mom notices that her kid is
Messing with
not just
dangerous
approaching the dangerous looking individuals, but is poking and prodding at the most
The
dangerous
beast-like looking
individual.
one.
And she's like, "Ah, Gilbert, get over here!"
See you later, Gilbert.
Gilbert's like, "Fuck." Run it back over to
What if
Tom.
like he's Cartman? Fuck you guys.
That's supposed to be a not a fuh, but Caleb's natural reaction is fuh.
That kid's gonna
He's-
go places. I can see him be a future
He's
adventurer.
bold.
I'm
The
gonna
bartender's like, that's one thing that could happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up from the bar and I'm gonna look at Scrack and I'm like, hey Scrack, you wanna go for a walk with me? I'm gonna I just wanna walk around town, kinda take inventory.
Crack will walk.
But yeah,
Besides.
Oh,
I make sure the bartender knows that the Knolls may or may not be friendly. They were friendly to us because of Scrack.
Yeah, definitely let them know that. We don't want them to be like, oh hey, and then get their heads cut off.
That's what I was getting at. Was with that roll, you don't remember if you should tell them that, but after you bring it up, Enzo could be like, I think we watched them perform a human sacrifice, but they were bad people. So like,
Yeah.
take what you will with that info.
Yeah, so I give them the info. I was like, they were friendly to us, but I think they may have been bad guys. And they're on their way. But they don't like the patch skins. So if you say you don't like the patch skins, you may be good. But honestly, you should worship Orochi. He'll actually listen to you.
Aye. Agreed.
Right. What are you
coming out of
actually
your
doing
mouth
outside?
is weird.
Oh, I'm legitimately like walking around, like taking inventory, like how many people, how many houses.
Every single
building.
house, including the inn,
Yeah.
has a personal garden,
Hmm.
and then there's community fields just throughout the city.
Yeah. So I'm just writing those down as I like offhandedly talk to Scrack about.
And the same thing with poultry. Most of the houses have like a chicken coop, but there's also just like a big like farm.
I got you. Yeah. So I'm just taking note of all that while I kind of tell Scrack that I'm like, we'll turn this place into like an respectable like village here, and they'll actually have fish.
What
Don't
We'll
worry.
turn this place around. They'll fish.
Yeah.
What other seeds of chaos can I sow?
You know what's funny? I just want to point out, right? I just want to point out. It's I've for most of the session I've sound like the bad guy, but everything I've done has actually been in the interest of all the people that live here. I'm teaching them how to fish. I'm ensuring that the more prone to violence factions don't have a reason to actually attack them. And while increasing their defense and overall infrastructure and encouraging trade, and literally teaching them how to fish, he's over here like it just sounds bad because that's who like it's. I'm
You're
just code
negotiating
switching.
through one of the more
Yeah,
violent individuals.
exactly. Like I'm just code switching here. He's legitimately like, how can I make this place like more unhinged?
I told them they were worshiping the wrong god. I helped them in a way.
I only told them that their religion doesn't work anymore, and that there's a new guy who lives on a mountain with the cannibalistic tribes between you and him, and you should totally trust that guy instead.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing out.
I mean, technically, what you did do potentially saved some of them
Me?
in the long term. Because if you know how D&D religion works, if your god don't exist, you don't get to go to their heaven, because their heaven don't exist.
Oh, dang.
So if you don't worship somebody and you don't follow their codes, you get to go to limbo, and the gods get
Become a
to
worm.
juggle for your soul, and sometimes you fall into the hells or something like that, and sometimes somebody else gets to snatch you up and be like, he was basically lawful good, so he should come to my heaven. But most of the time you get stuck in limbo, and eventually a night hag or something takes you to her worm factory.
That's fun.
Anywho, I've saved
So you saved them.
lives.
You saved their souls from becoming worms, that will then be turned into demons and devils.
I have done godly work. I better not
I have a
start
character who died and turned into a worm.
Yeah, you did.
Lobo.
Pretty sure all my characters
Yeah.
probably die and turn into worms.
Lobo's
They
just
most of them
chilling.
deserve.
Yeah. So, like, technically, you did help them, just in the worst possible way.
Oh yeah, I just dropped a truth bomb on them.
Like, he's like coding his language to where, like, it's like the bad guy that you found out was just right the whole time. Like, that's Vaughn right now. Like, he's like, yeah, we're going to take their money and we're going to give them affordable housing and healthcare and
Education.
education.
Sustainability.
Structure and sustainability.
It's like, what? Like, all of their money? No. Like, probably, like, I don't know, like 10%? 15%?
But then we're gonna give them more things. We're gonna take more money. It's like,
It's like, it's still the same percent, though. Yeah. It's like, okay.
It's like, are we taking all of their gold from their church? Yes. But are we also reintroducing currency so that they then have said currency to pay said people that they're going to be employing us and reintroduce trade for them? Yes.
which is also kind of exactly what they didn't want to happen.
Oh, for sure. But also,
What the city wanted is exactly what you're hunting down and destroying.
yes.
But technically, they're doing a really shit job and will probably just die if you don't help them out.
Yeah.
I'll lean over to
fuck 'em.
Talbar. I'll be like, Talbar, I bet you 5 gold that you can't go up to one of them housewives that are currently just eating lunch and flirt with them, and they actually enjoy the conversation.
That's not how I thought that sentence was going to end.
All women like Talbar with my beard and luxurious conversation.
I was like, he literally did just have the best shower experience of his life right before your sister's wedding. Mm-hmm. So Talar is the cleanest he's been in a long time.
Yeah,
It'd be a good time for me flirting.
go for it.
That was indeed almost a week ago.
Dixa.
I didn't stutter with what I said.
Takes the
Talar
big
still is
swig.
the cleanest he's been in a long time.
And then
Yeah.
I think
Hey,
Enzo's.
Talbar passes out in a yurt every night.
I just like to think, like, just thinking about it, like camera
doesn't
angle
have
wise.
He's literally a murder hobo. He fights people for money and is homeless. Like, he's literally a murder hobo.
Murder hobo. I just like to imagine, like, the camera angle. You see him sitting at the bar with Enzo, and he takes the swig, jumps off the bar stool, and then just goes out of frame because he's underneath the bar.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a halfling. He's not that small.
You just
I
see
mean,
the top of his eyes.
Yeah,
just like-
his head.
How tall is the bar?
I mean, it has, like, the tall bar stools and everything.
He heads straight over to them and sits down, slams his cup down, smiles. How you ladies doing today?
With your black teeth.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Should I roll?
Yes!
I mean, I figured.
Intimidation?
It's the,
Intimidation.
it's the connotation.
You know what's also great about all of this is I literally have prestidigitation, so like Talbar could
be clean every day.
every day.
Chooses
Like
not to.
it would ruin his vibe, you know?
Yeah, he vibes with it. It's 19.
I love the bartender saw me do this too. Like, I just blew the bartender's mind, and now I'm also doing some other thing.
He got a 19. That's not bad.
Oh, let's go, Talbar.
With
Talbar
what you
written
said
hard.
and what you did in context to that 19, though.
Yeah.
So you stroll over.
A high DC, my guy.
You slam your cup down. And you like lean back in the chair and go, "Hey, ladies.
It smiled and winked.
Hey, sugar lips.
Hey, sugar lips. Ever since my wife died, I've been looking for someone to fill that void." God. Bless that man and his... That was one of the best role plays to a bad role I've seen in a long time.
I can't.
And it
Really
worked
good,
too.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, but no, so the lady, the housewives, as I put it, like not all of them are married.
Okay.
And the ones that are married instantly are like, "Oh no, I got a husband, I'm just talking to my friends, I gotta go."
Where do you be going?
But two are left. And one of them is like looking at her friend like, "We gotta go." And the other one's like, "Do we?" And she's like, "We gotta go." She's like, "Nah. Have you seen the leftover men in this town?"
Let's go, Talbar. Let's go.
Tell me about the land.
So
Can I buy you girls a drink?
you can buy me one for sure.
What do you like?
She goes,
Can't believe I lost 5 gold.
she'll point at like a brandy that's been made.
My girl. Barkeep. One of those for her.
And he pours the glass. And like if anything, it seems like he pours it fuller than he normally does and gives it to her.
I give him
Like-
a little wink.
He's not doing it for you.
Oh.
Oh,
In his eyes, you're this nasty little man.
That's
who just-
awful.
and it's like, "Honey, if you're that sad, like here's an extra full glass." But she's looking at him like there's 5 guys that have been hounding me to like for my hand in marriage, and all of them look like the Crimson Raiders after a year of not raiding.
dude, this.
Whereas, like, in comparison, yeah, he's kind of dirty and unkempt, but, like, my man got gold and, like, shiny weapons and armor.
That's that. Yeah, you're decked out in expensive looking stuff, and y'all are buying like entire bottles of liquor at the bar. So like, you
Also-
got stuff to throw around.
What, like, are you in, like, half, like, full plate, scale mail? What?
plate?
I think you're in half plate.
Man, your armor is probably more than the
Yeah,
net
yeah.
worth of this town.
Half plate.
Also, you look at Talbar's guns, though. He a strong boy.
Yeah. Talbar is a thick boy in many ways. We got that.
High wisdom. He doesn't use it very often, but he is
He's
emotionally
wise.
attuned to people. He gets the vibe people are putting off. He's
Yeah, I'm
not
gonna ask
smart.
her.
He's not smart, but he is like emotionally attuned to people.
I'm gonna get to know her and wine and dine her.
I feel
You
bad
know?
for that friend, though.
Talbar is a gentleman.
That's fair.
It's just a gentleman in the dwarven standard.
Dwarven Red Hawk standard.
I look,
Yeah.
I will just look at the bartender and be like, I'm actually impressed he's made it this far.
The bartender's like, "I'm sad that he's made it this far." No offense to your
Because the
friend.
bartender just straight up heard the chick say, "Have you seen the men in the city?"
Yes.
And he's sitting here like, "You don't have to say it in front of me."
Well, that's the thing. She said the leftover men. Like the bartender's married, and he's like an older guy. Like this is a younger,
He's like
late.
the generation, the young.
Yeah, he's like you don't see a single man in this town and be like, "Do you know what your actions caused?" One of the fair maids of our city was talking to one of the actual fucking pirates who held us hostage today instead of you.
Hey,
And
that's
it was
a big
bet,
flex.
too. He knows it was a bet from one of the pirates.
Yeah. The guy knows that the only reason you went over to talk to her is because your homie was like, 5 gold on the table right now, go. And you were like,
Quick question: where on the map are we? I missed that.
Like right around here.
Right here.
I see.
So that's it's straight north to the mountain.
Yeah,
Thank God.
literally straight north is the mountain. In the middle of the mountain too.
Perfect.
So, yeah. Her friend eventually is like, okay, like, he looks like a dirty hobo, but like he's not a bad guy.
Yeah, I listened to her conversation. I asked her questions about her life and what's been going on. I want to connect with her, you know?
Yeah. This isn't the pleasure palace where you just throw coin and go.
Not yet.
Room.
Not with
yeah.
their infrastructure.
Not until I'm done with this place.
Oh God. I'm actually proud of Talbar. I thought maybe I'd have to come in and help him out. I don't have to help him out.
Talbar got game sometimes.
She will ask you if your friend would like to come over to the table.
Hey, no,
and
he's
like,
an alcoholic and he's probably about to pass out.
and like she like rubs her face and like points at her friend.
Enzo, join us.
I do have my bottle though.
So the way the table is positioned, Talbar is sitting next to the girl. Like it's just like a 4-person table. Enormous table.
Ah, yes.
So Talbar is sitting next to the girl that was showing some interest, and then across from Talbar is the girl that was like, "You gotta go, honey." And so the open square is next to the girl that was like, "You gotta go, honey," but is now like, okay, like he's not a bad guy.
How long would you say that the
It takes about an hour for them to get the grain thing situation settled.
Sure. But the inventory thing is going on, or took.
I'd say maybe 15 minutes to get a full walk of the town.
Okay.
So you come back. Yes, y'all can come back and you can see Enzo sitting down at this table with Talbar and 2 girls.
2 girls. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess yeah.
All right, I'm going to roll right now for their races because I never said it.
I'll sit down.
All right, the lady talking to Talbar. How did I get? I threw 1 dice. It got cocked. I'm like, really? And Enzo. Okay, Enzo. Talking to you. Human. Who would have guessed?
Who would have thunk it?
Talbar. Talking to you. Big for her type, but still a halfling. Like, it's still a halfling lady.
That'd be working.
God. Oh my God.
Like, she's not a gnome, but yeah, she's a halfling.
Talbar.
I'm gonna watch how interested Enzo is in this entire interaction. Is he more interested in his bottle, or like is he actually like
That's up to Enzo.
contributing to the conversation?
Enzo,
Also, while
you
casting,
kind of have your eyes on someone.
detect thoughts on Homegrow.
The halfling?
I'm gonna do odd or even.
The human girl that is technically Enzo's
Lady for the
lady
for the hour.
Yeah.
And not in a weird way. Internet,
Yeah.
come on. We're better than that here. We have class. This isn't the Pleasure Palace.
Yeah, I'm a barbarian class.
So I did odd or even, and I actually more interested in my bottle, but I'm actually gonna put in effort to help Talbar by actually making it seem like I'm interested.
Some straight Jeffrey action. It just threw Enzo.
He channels all of his Jeffrey energies.
Would Enzo actually do that though?
Yeah, he would. For Talbar. For Vaughn. For anyone else, probably not. He'd probably sabotage that shit.
For the homies.
For the homies, yeah, he'll do it. Other than that, he'll be like, this bottle has my name written on it.
Should actually write it on there.
But yeah. So
Never mind. I had an interesting idea, but I'll let them have their time.
All right.
Oh, you're
Well-
not going to detect thoughts anymore?
Oh, so I'm still gonna detect thoughts.
Okay.
Okay.
Just surface level, or are you trying to
Just
delve
surface
deeper?
level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I don't need a roll. You just get that.
Yep.
She's like he's kind of cute. He's also kind of looks like he's sick.
Oh no,
That's,
he is. He's a sick man.
But he also has more gold on his person than I've seen in my entire life. I can definitely do worse than that.
When she's not looking like, essentially, I'm gonna take every critique that she makes about like his appearance, and then I'll subtle cast minor illusion to fix them.
What a homie.
Okay.
What a homie.
So like
Essentially,
he has like a gray pallor to his skin naturally,
Mhm.
but you just make him like pasty. Like he just doesn't go outside a lot.
yeah,
He's not actually like gray. That was just
Yeah.
a trick of the candlelight.
yeah.
And like you take like some of that like rogue like hard eye looks he gives every now and then, and kind of just soften up underneath his eye so that he's not like
And
just
like,
more of a
if I can get with surface level thoughts, like the maybe like ideal face that she's like comparing him to.
see back to the earlier statement by the halfling lady.
Yeah. Oh,
There's not
Yeah.
an ideal face to compare it to.
But,
It's
like-
just, he has a better face than what's available.
for sure. But more like everyone has a preference, right?
Yeah. He's
and
definitely
so-
not, and if you try to make him look like that, it would be too noticeable.
I'm not. It's more as like improving them subtly enough that
You
like
have.
not. Okay. Cool.
Because, like, basically hers is more like the tall, dark, and handsome. But, like, he's blonde. Like, you're not going to give him black hair without her going, what the fuck?
that's white hair.
Sorry.
What?
Yeah.
I do wear. I also have black hair, so. And
Wait, you say you have black hair today?
I almost always have black hair as Vaughn.
I thought you guys used to have, like, the white blonde.
Yeah.
That was initially what I said, like the very first session, and then at the end of the session, I said I misspoke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will change my notes.
Bad translation, folks.
Yep.
All that fan art that we've been having, change it all.
Yep.
You know how pissed people would be? No, actually, it doesn't matter. Vaughn could just change his hair. Like, fuck it, it still counts.
That's literally true. They're like, this is him in disguise. Right when he's changing from Enzo.
Yeah. No, I I said I misspoke because obviously I probably did have white hair the first day. But I didn't mean to.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
We can go with that.
I just fixed it in character later. But the secret wasn't ready to reveal yet, so I had to
Fair
say I misspoke.
That's the deep lore, folks.
Yeah.
But anyways, she will tell you to come visit her again, but she has to get back to work. And then that's whenever you get a phone call in your head. Get on the fucking boat.
Like, all right,
shit.
boys, I gotta head out like now.
Hi.
Such a shame.
It'd be a pleasure talking to you, miss. If I come back, I'll be seeing you.
She holds out her hands.
Mwah.
Ooh, saucy.
Logan eats her hand.
Put sauce on the hand.
Yeah. Like, yes.
It's a pirate's life for me.
It's
It's a pirate's life for
yeah,
me.
so we get up. It's like, it's been a pleasure speaking to
Alvar.
both of you.
Alright. And like as y'all are leaving, like, the surface level thoughts are, like as you shut the door,
Mhm.
you're like still within range. She's like, I didn't tell him to come back. Fuck.
As I'm closing the door, I'm like, cause I heard the halfling say, come visit me again, and I'm like, I just in general to the room, I'm like, don't worry, y'all, we'll see y'all again some other time. We'll be back.
Ooh.
Um,
I will be back.
and
The family
like
in the corner cries as they hold their child, like they're coming back for a child. They poked the lizard. He poked the lizard.
The lizard has chosen his next meal.
oh god, that got dark.
Cast Hunter's Mark.
Oh no!
And y'all get on the boat,
Yep.
and y'all sail back towards the city
Hey, back
with
we
a
go.
fresh haul of wheat and barley and some millet.
And then I would say that for the like what is it, 4 days?
It's like
Or
2
2.5
days. It's 4 like total.
Yes,
Yeah.
2 days.
I'm working with the captain Elizabeth,
Mhm.
and
That's not an important enough
There you go.
NPC. We'll never run into her again.
She is now.
Hold up.
She's a captain of
The Kraken.
the
Oh, that's fair.
yeah.
She is the captain of the Kraken.
Never mind.
She doesn't look like it, but she is the captain of the Kraken.
That's fair. Never mind. I take it
She
back.
deserves to be there. She just doesn't look the part. And she knows she doesn't look the part, so she tries to, and just doesn't succeed.
I misspoke.
Oof.
I will then I'll amend my plans as well. Then what I'll do is evenly balance the workload of working with the other two Red Hawks that were the Red Hawk and the Black Hound to work out the logistics of like just kind of get some.
Roll me, real quick.
Mhm.
Roll me a religion check.
Okay.
Talbar, if you want to do this, you can.
All right.
Dirty or well religion 20 oh my gosh 22.
Nat 20.
You recognize the Black Shuck for what he is.
Mm-hmm.
Through completely separate means.
Yeah.
Talbar, you get a vibe check, and you're like, let me focus real hard on this. And then, like, you look at him, you look at his weaponry, you look at the blade, and you go, that's not normal. And you tell by his sword. You see the Black Shuck has a magic item on his head that you recognize as a Helm of Illusion. And then mixed with the energies of the ship and the crew, you all both recognize that the Black Shuck is a Death Knight.
Cool.
Well,
Y'all put me in absolute danger for no reason.
Meaning that the only living people on the ship are you, the Flayer, and the Necromancer
Who's not
That's
really a
fun.
necromancer.
that you know of.
Who's a lich? Oh, fuck.
It's a little harder to hide a Lich. But like, the Black Shuck's like in heavy armor, except for his head, which appears to just have an illusion cast on it to make him look like a fucking person. But his long sword, everything that's not metal, has like slight burnt marks on it. Talar.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, he undoes the blade to like tell the ship to go. And looking at the blade, there's like a greenish blue tint to it of like some foul magic. And he sheaths the sword again.
Saying shucks.
Black Shuck. Which is a reference to a Celtic fairy that is a giant black dog that lives in the graveyard and carries your soul to the afterlife and protects the graveyard.
But so I'm going to work with Black Shuck and the Negotiator and Captain Elizabeth to kind of iron out kind of a rough draft of the logistics for everything, and a like proposal slash three-way agreement between the three factions on turning Elysium into a like vassal city state of the three factions. And then when I'm not doing that, I'm working with Captain Elizabeth to make her like working on her social cues, and
Okay.
if anyone can teach her how to code switch to fit in, it's a goddamn changeling. A
Fair enough.
changeling urban bounty hunter. So I'll even roll for that. I don't know what kind of
This will be weird. Charisma history.
charisma history. Okay, I'm not proficient at
History.
that, but charisma is a 5. So.
See, I want you to know why I did that, Talbar. Because if that halfling ever does marry someone in that
22.
village, you're gonna be the one that got away.
Mm,
They're always
I
gonna
got
compare
away.
their partner to you.
that's good.
You're no Talbar. Who the fuck is Talbar?
You'll never understand.
But 22. All right. I mean, you only have 2 days to do this, so it's not like she comes back a changed woman. But she does like have more of a authoritative step to her. Her voice has more like she just has more oomph than normal.
Yeah.
Like she's no longer like the "Go forth, my men." She's like, "Get to the front decks." You teach her to properly carry her voice across a ship
Perfect. I give her
instead of
homework.
relying on message or shit.
Yeah, I give her homework, practice, and tell her that we'll work on this ongoingly.
All right,
And to tell her she's doing great. It's all super supportive.
all right. When you get back, you see 2 more ships in the harbor.
Mhm.
Being
Mhm.
the Leviathan,
Mhm.
the Emerald Serpent's main ship,
Mhm.
and the Sword Archon, being the White Lion's main ship. Someone on one of your character sheets write down the 5 flagships so that we don't have this fucking 20-minute conversation again.
Baron.
Write down mine.
Right.
You said Leviathan
Up,
for
up.
Green
The-
Serpents.
For the Emerald Serpents, yep.
Firehawk?
Firehawk.
Mm-hmm.
For the Red Hawks.
As you would expect.
That's Firepark was with White Lions.
Sword Archon for the White Lions. The Kraken for the Sapphire Stars. Oh shit, we never settled on the Death Ship.
Corpse Collector.
Corpse Collector. Yes, we did. I said it jokingly and just want to stay that way.
Yeah,
Corpse
that's
Collector.
what I thought it was.
It could have been like the Bloody Nail, but we'll say
Better
Corpse
not.
Collector.
I don't know. Every name that you've said for some reason until you said
'Cause it's
Firehawks the
probab-
second time makes I haven't heard at all.
I feel like you called it the Black Pearl.
That
No.
there was something black,
like
but
I would not copyright that hard.
I don't think it was Black Pearl, but I think it was something black.
Well, he described it as the Black Pearl. Like, it looks
Yeah.
exactly like the Black Pearl.
It does look like the Black Pearl.
Oh, yeah,
Like it's a
yeah.
solid black ship, tattered sails, holes in the side. Iron Maiden in the front is like the big difference.
Right.
And skeleton cannons.
Skeleton. I mean, yeah, but like, you can't tell till it's too late.
Well, it's home sweet home.
Also, make a report. Of
Onward. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, you get into the harbor, and instantly y'all are told, all hands on decks.
Aww.
They should be here within the day.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
I gotta warm up my singing voice again.
And that will be
What
all
will
we do for the next
drunken
session.
sailor? What will we do? Oh, well, that's gonna be it. We're back at doing this again. It's been a while.
In a while.
It's been a while. If you want to keep up to date with us, join the Discord. That way you can talk to us, let us know, and ask us questions like, hey, when's the next stream? And be like, it's Sunday at 8 p.m. Central like it usually is. Or, sorry, Joey, a.k.a. Patriot, scheduled something, so it's going to be next Sunday. Looking at you, Patriot.
We're not salty.
Yeah, you started this curse.
True.
Did
You
was I the
cast this
first?
curse upon us.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah,
the
you,
And
it was you, then I got sick, and then Byron had midterms.
Yeah.
You
Right.
cast this curse upon us.
Midterms
Did.
right after iPhone launch week, so I was mentally dead.
So, but we're back. We're going to be start doing this again at 8 p.m. Central on every Sunday. So just tune in, join the Discord. You can see when we go live. You can also talk to us, ask us questions about the world and our characters. Because, again, this is a homemade world by Phoenix Lich. He's made every bits and pieces of it.
Yep, and don't feel bad to ask me names. That's my best.
Yeah, he knows every name all the time.
in the world.
What's so bad about it is some names I'll get immediately. Other names, I'm like, this is an important person. Someone will have their name down in case I forget, but I shouldn't forget. The very next fucking week, it's like, their name was Timmy.
Anywho,
Jimmy.
next
Timmy
stream
Jim.
will be on Tuesday. It's going to be a gaming stream, not a D&D stream. So if you're into gaming, you can tune in at 8 p.m. Central. But then again, next D&D is every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central. See you guys there. Oh, I forgot to say, if you miss any episodes, tune in on Friday. They're always uploaded on Friday. But other than that, now it's peace out.
Peace.
Peace.